is filling up much quicker than it is making cable, though. Maybe I could turn this off for a minute. Oh, for a little bit. Yeah, turn this off for a minute. I think you need that proportion of stuff. Feels like you need that proportion of stuff. Alright, we don't need any of that right now, so let's go back over here. My stepmom has done a swag of education, and in her field, there's a certain path that when you got to what she'd done that you'd progress through, part of which it was necessary for career advancement, but also I think in part, and she sort of winked when and smiled when I said this, the order that you do these in gives you your post-nominals, all those fancy letters that go at the end of your name, and hers spells failure. So, it's a good running joke about the number of years and dollars it costs to get all those letters, just so that you can be a failure. Sip. CIPP. Nice. Where's the things? Push the button. And we press the coal power.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. An increased focus on the explore and exploit pillar is recommended. Coal is 125% more efficient than biomass and can be automated.
Automated. That's what we want. We never have to collect leaves again. Alright, we need to pick ourselves another milestone. So we can get faster conveyor belts. Conveyor pole. Conveyor lifts. We go for steel production. We need the motors. Oh, what do we need for there? I think we just need regular modular frame. Please say it's a regular modular frame. Okay, so it is a regular modular frame. So let's start working on those. So I want this to make modular frames. So I need another dealio. Have we run out of power? Yes. Okay. I want to get this making stuff before we start. We've got enough. Don't scan Panz. We want to get tractors. Has a built-in craft bench, can be automated to pick up and deliver resources at truck stations. Ugh. That's got to be good, right? I do want to get another assembler though. Now, if we want an assembler here, I need to put a storage in. The problem is, it's going to take much faster than from here than what this is. Because that's going to produce 5 per minute. Whereas if I make it make... seconds. It's only 4 per minute. So it will slowly gain some in there. How much is this on Steam? I don't know. It's Epic exclusive. It was their first exclusive grab. So I'm a little, not so happy about it, but a friend of mine wanted me to have it for my birthday, so, he sent me some money, I got it. And I'm grateful. But I don't like the fact that I bought something off Epic. I don't support the exclusives. But, it was a present, so kind of doesn't count, maybe. I don't think we need a storage in the middle yet. I need 3 modular frames. The very thing I'm attempting to automate, I don't. I need to manually make some. It's not expensive though. Need 9 reinforced plate. Iron plates. I have iron plates in here. And I could just walk over and grab some iron plates. I got heaps of them in this thing. Yeah, I agree. I think that I totally agree with there being competition. My personal feeling is that I don't think the exclusivity is how you go about doing it. I think how you go about doing it is, like the way they did is they offered devs a higher percentage, which is great, which means that they could sell the game for cheap, for less, in order to say to customers, hey, you can get this game for 25 off Steam, or you can buy it for us for 20. That's healthy competition. But taking a game that costs... $60 on Steam, and then getting exclusive rights so that you can sell it for $60. All that does is, and sure, the devs might get a bigger cut, maybe, but the consumer's still paying the same, so it's not actually competition. It's kind of is a competition, right? But not for that product. It's competition in the industry, but not for that product. The other thing too is that for like this game where it's an indie company, or they would have got a small bonus to go exclusive with, or maybe a medium or large bonus to go exclusive with Epic, because there's no reason why you wouldn't. Epic says we want you to go exclusive with us. Be like, well, what's in it for us? Why should we do it? Right. So for them, that's fine. They're going to get whatever that bonus is. But for bigger companies, like when Metro Exodus went exclusive, it wasn't the devs that made that deal, it was the publisher. So the publisher signed a contract with Epic to go exclusive. So if that came with a signing bonus, that goes to the publisher and not to the devs. And then the publisher tells the devs, by the way, this is what's happening. So let's hope we make more sales. Well, I think that's why Epic has gone to the exclusive one, because they can't compete at the moment with Steam on features and things yet. I mean, the store is, out of all the places you can buy games from, the Epic store is by far the worst. The launcher is atrocious. You know, they are doing a lot of good things in terms of trying to get customers to have the launcher they give out the free game every 2 weeks. They've been giving out some good quality games. You know, they obviously realise that Fortnite's not going to be a cash cow forever. But instead of milking that, well, I mean, they are milking it. They're doing a great job with that. You know, they're trying to expand, which, you know, that's reasonable business, right? You like Discord as a launcher? I haven't used it because I don't want all these extra launchers. The whole idea of a launcher was that you know where all your games are, so that you don't have to have all these desktop shortcuts to everything. Except now, when you've got multiple launchers, you know, it's fine when you've only got a couple games in one launcher, but if eventually you end up with, or down the track, people have, you know, a third of their games in GOG and a third in Steam and a third in Epic. If you want to go play an older game, you might be like, oh, okay, well, it's not in Steam. I guess I'll go look and see if it's in my Epic one. Does it automatically do that? Because you can do that with Steam. If you get a game on a different platform, you can make it happen. What are we making here? Assembler. Steam is pretty slow. Oh, I can't comment on speeds and stuff. Ooh. I need some encroaching on clearance. Why? It's possibly that. Oh, is it? Is it the other conveyor belt, we think? Because if I have to make that higher, that'll be fine. Let me just get rid of this for now. No, okay. So what was that? Must be getting too close to that one. Too close to this one on the left, maybe? That doesn't seem right at all. Like that was showing that it was lined up, but it's clearly not. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it, people don't even care. One thing I don't like, personally, though, is when console players will make the argument, be like, oh, you know, talk about exclusive titles, but we get games on PC that don't go out on console, or you get some console games that don't go on PC. And it's like, well, that's different. That's devs, you know, either not being able to develop for multiple platforms. Whereas a PC game, you know, what's the issue here? Encroaching others' clearance. Is it just not allowed to come up through the middle here? It seems kind of poopy. should have enough room there. Or maybe I'm just trying to make it just too tight. Let's get the assembler. Still thinking about it. I mean, I'd like to, but there's not enough community involvement to make it happen. This one's making modular frames. It just totally shouldn't allow that, right? I'm fine with that. Oh. Okay, I have an issue. Basically have a design document. What type of game? Okay, that one needs power. Where are we getting power from? From there. So it's going to make this one. Nice. I think this one could hook up to the same power line. Just because... because reasons. Because this one doesn't trigger very often. Like, this one takes forever to get stuff built. Alright, dude. Thanks for spending the day with me. Appreciate it. It gets to the stage, I think this is where in Factorio I used to fall apart, would be because this one up the front is something we need now, it takes forever for this one to get one made. And then power blows because when it is working, the other ones need to turn off or get more power in. Or I just get these things on their own power supply. I haven't got reinforced plate on my thing. Anyway. Yeah, so right now we need the one... We need a lot of the ones that this one's eventually putting out. And it's like 4 chains down the line. So to get this at a reasonable speed, you need to have enough input from further back. Like it's waiting on a reinforced plate now. But this one hasn't made it yet. There it comes. So, and now this one's waiting on screws. Well, they're coming through. Maybe that's where faster conveyor belts help. Although you still have, if you make all your conveyor belts faster, you still have the same issue. We need to get a new thing. That is faster conveyors, which does help a bit. We'll need to get motors eventually. I think that's the one that... So this is the one now that we're going to be shooting for long term. Industrial storage container. The Xeno Basher. Heavy electroshock self-defense weapon. I'm okay with that. I think that's the one we're looking for. Faster miner helps do stuff as well, I guess. It's a while off, but oh, actually we can get those. Our modular things making modular deals. We need to find coal. Right. No. Ping for coal. That's going to be the closest coal. Alright. Oh, we don't have to gather leaves. The sooner we get coal going, that's probably better. Please don't be on top of this thing. It is, isn't it? God damn it. If I can jump off my space elevator. Unless I can get up there. I mean, if we do get up there. Oh, look at you just floating in the sky. Thank you. Big. In the meantime, we're probably going to need leaves for a bit at this rate. If we're going to need leaves, may as well get them all. What are you? I'll beat each other to that. Enough space, eh? Where are we dropping? Let's drop one of you.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Okay.
This spherical object emits gravitational radiation. Initial scans reveal an inner vein-like structure filled with liquid gallium. Purpose and origin unknown. Further analysis required to determine application.
Oh, I guess we go home and go for a different coal. That one's going to be on top of that mountain. We're not going to be able to get that. And build a huge ramp. Let's analyze this thing. Ma'am. Oh, you can't now? Huh. Oh, put it in the box then. So let's buy while we're here. Nice. What do I need? More heavy plate. Reinforced plate. I need plates and screws. What's that? Oh, 50 rotors.